Attention messy TikTokers. Please follow on Rumble for more messy TikTok news. YouTube will remove this page for community guideline violations after one more strike. The link is in the description.
I've never once said, what is this? It tastes like it's strawberry and everything in there, but I guess not. So where does the... It's like it's strawberry and everything in there, but I guess not. So where does the... It's like it's strawberry and everything in there, but I guess not. So where does the... It's like it's strawberry and everything in there, but I guess not. So where does the... I'm done entertaining it. For some reason, y'all feel like just because y'all want it to keep going, that I gotta keep going with y'all. It's dozens of y'all. It's only one of me. Bro, I'm not about to go round and round and round and round with y'all. Like, come on, dude. I'm not. Period. At some point, I definitely do get to place the boundary that I'm done talking. Especially when I done did a lot of talking, and from what I can see, it has not helped me at all. Tap the screen, y'all. Damn, I should have got two of them juices. I don't think it was gonna be that damn good, though. And just take smaller drinks, smaller sips. Like I said, it's dozens of y'all, and it's one of me. At some point, I absolutely get to decide I'm done talking about it. I don't care who it is that ain't, oh, I ain't been on the app, so I ain't heard, or I don't care. And after so many times of asking me, I'm going to start getting agitated because now you're disrespecting my boundaries because I said no. I don't have nothing to say to either party. We can pretend that the other don't exist. That's the way to best move forward for me, because after everything that's been said and done, I'm not interested in a conversation. I don't have nothing to say. There's nothing to talk about. The only way a conversation can be had and people can get somewhere is with two willing parties. I'm not willing. I'm good. I don't have nothing to say. I did a whole live in someone else's live this morning, therapist live. And I ran everything down. Hey, Miss Melanie. You follow my main too, girl, because I don't really be over here if I'm not bananaed over there. I know I'll do a bad job at making sure they linked, but hey, Pink Ninja, we did a live on Therapist Live, right? And not with Kay directly, no, but it was with her auntie, which I'm gonna be honest, I do feel like she was in there, because come on now, you be everywhere else that I am, and that this situation pops up. Every time people see me, they alert you and you pop up. So I definitely do believe she was there. We had a for the most part, amicable conversation, and we moved on. I made it clear in that conversation, I'm done talking. I'm done with it. I don't have nothing else to say. And when it comes to Rose, I feel the exact same way. Because here's the thing, I don't play the games that y'all play. You got one to do some funny shit with me for no reason, with no motivation to do so, unprompted, okay? And then turn around and think, oh, we still gonna have a conversation. Absolutely not. I have nothing to say to you. I don't play them type of games. If we supposed to be cool, we supposed to be building a friendship or whatever the fuck. I require certain things. And after it goes so far left, there's nothing to say. I think Rose is hurt because you turned on her because she was in K Live. But see, that's not true. I didn't turn on anything. Even when Rose did a whole live about me, I sat and listened and didn't say too much or nothing. I didn't start getting disrespectful until she kept going and tried to make it seem like I was mad at her because she wasn't, quote unquote, going along with my plan or plot or however she worded it. I said I was being sarcastic towards them both, and I'm grown, and they're both very sarcastic. But what I didn't do is start a whole live about her and call myself trying to dissect and pick apart and throw in what I think I know. That's what I didn't do. See, she leaving out when I felt like the energy was off with Rose or something was going on. I text her phone. So versus you having a conversation with somebody you supposed to be building a relationship with, bitch, your first thing is to hop on somebody live or to come in my live and sit silently and watch. Did nobody turn on you? And that's your opinion. I don't feel that way. And for me, that's what matters. Reed, yeah, I just said that, remember? You sitting in my live silently? I just said that. That's when she say I was trying to provoke her. When I was directly speaking to her, telling her I see you in the live. If you have some things to say, if you speak about the concerns and the worries that you had in the other live, now would be the time to say it. That's not being shady. I was speaking directly to her. And what I found a lot of the time on TikTok is people don't like that, especially when they weren't being direct. People don't like when you're direct when they were being indirect. It wasn't shade. I'm directly asking you. 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 In the live when they was dragging me and talking shit and letting you know, hey, just like you was just talking in there, you definitely can talk in here if you're concerned. That's not shade. 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 Yeah. Because if it was a misunderstanding, she would not have come into my live and sat silently. She would have come into my live and had a conversation, just like she was conversing and engaging in the other live. Or she would have texted my phone. So it's no misunderstanding. And respectfully, just like I said the first time, you can't gaslight me because I was watching. I seen every word. I'm not assuming what was said. I saw it. Exactly. And vice versa. And vice versa. I can't tell them how to act and they can't tell me how to act. You are absolutely correct. And since this started because a person had a problem with the way I quote unquote was acting, I guess that would be the end of that conversation, right? I've already said that, SJ. I've said that many times. I definitely could have did things differently. That's your opinion, Thick Bone. And once again, your opinion, unfortunately, does nothing for me in this situation because it does not alter the way that I feel and what I read and saw. Same as everybody else. You repeating yourself is not going to do anything because my stance is the same. I said what I said, and I do mean it. Thank y'all for the taps. This is my last freaking sip of this juice. Ooh, that is so good. I should have known it was gonna be good though. It's called Jolly Rancher. But yeah, there's, and that's why I'm like, I know myself. That's why. Because like I said, I know what I read. I know what I experienced. Now, how other people perceived it, that's perfectly fine. We're all grown. I assume we're all American citizens, so you have that right. But that don't do nothing for me. Because if you asking me and my perception, I already gave it to you. I feel like it's shady as fuck to being alive, engaging in interacting and conversing where they dragging me and talking shit and lying and then come over to my life and then come over to my life and be silent. And be silent. I feel like that's shady. I feel like it's shady that people even be in like, do you know how many people are just well to 50K. Yeah. I get it, but most people saw it opposite from you. She was telling Kay to stop on the back end. I don't have nothing to do with that. Did I ever ask Rose, did she tell them to stop? Why would I ask her that? That's irrelevant if she did or not. Why was she even involved? Like, this is what I'm saying. There's no need to converse about any of this because I said what I said. regardless of how it appears to y'all. I think it's somebody reporting me because my thing been green this whole time. But I can tell it's like skipping. So I don't know. Is it still glitching? Because y'all know normally I know when it's like going out, but my thing been green this whole time. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's no conversation to be had because, like I said, it's no whatever happened on the back end. That don't have nothing to do with me. Respectfully, I don't care about it. I know what I saw. I know what I experienced, and like I said, it's too many people on average that come into my spaces and they be talking shit about me and running their mouths and they think I don't see or they think I don't know and they come over here, hey, Trina, and da-da-da-da. So if you are somebody who's trying to get past that barrier, somebody who's trying to get to know me, who has my phone number, who can contact me, you don't get to also be one of those people that play in my face. So if I allow you into my real world, like my life, I give you my number, I consciously try to build a connection with you and you play in my face just like the majority of the people on this app, you out of here. And I mean that. I don't have time for it. I done been round and round with too many women on this app. I'm so done with it, it ain't even funny. Done with it. Especially now, I got much bigger fish to fry. I'm not fucking with it. Because guess what? Once again, Rose had nothing to do with the situation whatsoever. Let's start there. I don't want to hear none of that helpful shit. Fuck all that. She had nothing to do with it. You got my fucking phone number. So if you was hearing anything that concerned you or worried you, bitch, you should have shot me a text instead of being in them comments being funny. And I mean that. That's why there's no conversations to be had, because what I said then, I'm going to say now, and I mean it. If you was hearing anything that you was concerned about to the point where you felt like you had to put it in the live where they dragging my fucking name, you could have texted my phone. You could have given me the respect to let me know that before you was in the live where them hoes is kiki cackling about me. I don't know what type of games y'all play or what type of code of ethics or boundaries y'all set with y'all friends or people that y'all are building friendships with, but I don't play that shit, bro. Ain't no, oh, I'm just over here to do this or do that. Man, hell, are you dumb? What? This the same Rose that was coming up for 2-3 weeks straight, dogging people on behalf of me. Unprovoked. Without anyone asking her. She was coming up flaming people. And now here it is, all of a sudden, now you in the live kikiing with people while they dragging me and lying on me? Bro, I don't play that shit. Then, like I said, you're saying, not Trina, what? You're saying in the live that you're concerned and you're worried and da-da-da-da. But then you come in my live and you don't say a word. I don't know why. Well, no, I went over there because I initially was just trying to lay the boundary. Like, look, I thought the case shit was over with. I had a good conversation on the phone, or not on the Lord child, on the live with therapists, okay? She facilitated a good live. She held everybody equally responsible and accountable. She held us all to the same standard and made us all respect one another, or at least tried to the best of her ability. I said in that live, I'm done with it. So I really was just laying my boundaries down. And in pure TikTok fashion, people want to continue to keep asking, but, bro, no. No. See, here again. I've said in this live at least 10 times there's nothing to talk about, yet you're still asking me, can I share it to Rose? Because it sounds like y'all should talk. No. There's nothing that we need to talk about. Once again, she was not involved at all. You are somebody that I trusted enough to let into my real world. I gave you my number. I let you into me, bro. And you yourself, without me asking you or even hinting at wanting or needing anything like that, has started to come up and just flame people for coming at me. So when I am watching a live where somebody is dragging me, talking shit, just going in and lying, and you in the comments, oh, I'm so concerned, I'm worried, a kiki here and a kiki there. Bro, fuck no. And once again, you didn't have the respect to hit me up, to text my phone, or to come into my live and be just as active as you was in the live where they was shitting on me. No, you had nothing to say. You didn't want to voice those same concerns to me. But you was voicing them in the live where they was talking shit about me. Once again, I don't care about that. You're not listening. I don't care what she was telling them. I care what she said and what she did. I don't care what she told them. It's irrelevant. It literally means nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with what I'm saying. Respectfully. And at this point, I'm done talking about it. Because I said what I said. And I mean it. Like, it ain't like, I really hate talking in circles. It agitates me. Because I know I speak clearly. So it be feeling like you trying to persuade me, or I don't like that. Thank y'all for the follows and the taps and the shares. I'm sorry. I had a good conversation in Therapist Live with, I think it's Supremely Petty. It's her name. Supremely Petty. I think it's her name. Auntie Petty or Auntie's, something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We had a good conversation. It was conducive. And I left it there. It's not because you don't agree. It's because you, just like a lot of people on TikTok, don't understand boundaries. I don't mind you disagreeing. You've made it clear. Thank you, Yolanda. You've made it clear you disagree. But you also hear me repeatedly saying I don't want to talk, and you still circling back to, but y'all need to talk. But no, you can disagree, but respect my opinion just like I'm respecting yours. I don't mind you disagreeing. You can feel how you want about the situation. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't bother me. But when I say I'm done, I'm done. And asking me from different angles ain't gonna change that. I don't need to rebrand anything. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My lives was a vibe. Morning coffee in a flower shop was a vibe. We talked about real things. I didn't need to. I had already rebranded. The problem is not that I'm not putting out the right content or not trying to center my lives around the right things. Now, what the problem is that I stopped doing that. I started to entertain this bullshit, which is another reason why I'm standing firm in my boundaries, regardless of the thirsty people that just want to hear the story over and over again because they don't have nothing to do and nothing going on and nothing of interest in their life whatsoever. So all they got is hearing these same stories on TikTok over and over and over again. And as Star just said, if someone says they don't want to talk to someone, why would you even suggest it more than once? Why do I have to repeat that 3, 4, 6, 7, 10 times to more than one person? It doesn't make any sense. And then when y'all don't respect boundaries and you do get blocked, then you in your feelings and you whining about it. But it's like, how many times did you want me to go round and round with you before I got tired of you as well? And it's not just you, Thick Bomb. I left a live where somebody was continuously trying to, can you just, that's what made me leave that live. Because, okay, if you not going to respect my boundaries, let me just bounce because I'm going to get agitated. That's the next step. And since I'm trying to work on me and work on my emotional regulation and work on my emotional maturity, I'm going to just bounce. I'm going to just go. Or you gonna just go if we in my space. Because nobody is gonna have to tell me 4 or 5 times they don't want to do something. Nobody. I don't even force my child to do stuff. So I'm definitely not gonna sit and try to force a grown adult stranger on the internet to do something involving a situation that I have nothing to do with. But this is my thing, Mother Black, and I understand what you're saying, right? Because to an extent, you are correct. You are very correct. Entertaining it is hindering to an extent, right? Because as I said previously, I have begun to cultivate a certain atmosphere in my lives with morning coffee in the flower shop. And just with the flower shop in general, I have begun to cultivate a peaceful, safe space for women, Black women specifically. So with everything going on, you are absolutely correct that it can be a hindrance and it can be a deterrent for the people that I was marketing myself to and for the people that I wanted to come around and to be a part of my platform. So I understand what you're saying with that. But also on the flip side, right? It's like, at what point do I respond? And at what point do I get vocal and say, look, this is where I'm at and this is my boundary? Because we also got to factor in that this situation's begun in February. We're now in April. I've spent the majority of March keeping my mouth closed in regards to this situation, and it has not served me any good. And the person involved in the situation has already made it clear that they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop harassing me in lives when they see me. They're not going to stop having people send them lives when they see me in comment sections or in the panel so they can harass me. They're not going to stop holding lives about me. They've already made that clear. So that's where I'm like, okay, now it's time for me to make a decision. Because at this point, this is, again, entertainment for you. This is not you having a real problem. And it's sad because you are a 40-plus-year-old woman. But this is not you having a real problem. You're bored. Hi, God's chosen. You're bored. So let me let you be bored. And you have that. Because every route and every course of action that I could have thought of, I've given the opportunity for, and the opportunity was not taken. Hey, Mariah. Hey, Taylor. So at this point, I'm done. I tried the conversation route before it got to a point where my deceased mother was respected. My child was disrespected. I was disrespected. I tried that before we reached those thresholds. But once you say certain things, once you do certain things, there's no coming back from it for me personally. I'm all right, Mariah. How are you? Thank you for asking. For me personally, it ain't no coming back from certain things. You say fuck my mama that I just lost. We'll never come back from that. We'll never have an amicable conversation. I don't have nothing for you. Nothing for you. On top of that, you've been running around spreading a lie. And because your platform is bigger than mine, and because you are quote unquote better liked than me, people ran with it and they believed in mine. And because you are quote unquote better liked than me, people ran with it and they believed it. And it wasn't until today even an ounce of the truth even came out. Because you've been running around on this app trying to get people to really believe that I was trying to get, or that I was insinuating that your black sons could have been predatory. Do you know how disturbed that made people view that? Like, do you know how uncomfortable that made people when it came to me? Especially about how I ride for black people. I don't take something like that lightly. Just like y'all don't take it lightly. Oh, she put a jacket. I don't take it lightly to say I did something like that. I don't take it lightly at all. And as I said today in Therapist Live, and I hope she's still here, because please, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Like I said today, from jump, had the narrative been, well, we perceived, or we feel like, or it was insinuated, had that been the narrative from the start, I might have been willing to have a conversation. Might. I might have been willing to have a conversation had the original story been, well, she insinuated that they were predatory, or she insinuated that they could have done something, but that has not been the story. And I've gone back to listen to some of the recordings on the blog pages, and so far I have not heard anything about an implication or an insinuation. It was, she put a jacket on those children. We can certainly get a ceasefire, but you can't get the ceasefire from the person that's not throwing the fire. You would have to go ask them for the ceasefire, not me. That's just like going over to Palestine and asking them to cease fire. And I ain't trying to say I'm Palestine, but come on now. I'm not the one starting the shit. I'm not the one keeping it alive. So the ceasefire's not on me. If it was up to me, it wouldn't be no fire right now, because I've been, like, it's been done for me. I've been done talking about it. I haven't brought this lady up. Neither one of them. I have content. I have topics. I can carry a live without talking about somebody in the bullshit. I did it for months. I know how to have a conversation. But you're not going to walk over me neither. You're not. And like I said, like I was saying, I went and even checked a couple of pages. You know, I didn't do a deep dive, but I just wanted to see, was I tripping? Have they been saying, she implied that instead of saying, no, she did that. But that's not what has been being said. It has been being perpetrated that I took two little black boys that I don't even know and tried to say that they were predatory. Since we want to talk about damage, that's extremely damaging to my platform. That's extremely damaging. The therapist herself said that she backed away from me when she heard that. I'm sure she's not the only one. They heard that and said, wow, Trina, the way that she rides for us and advocates for us and our kids, are you kidding me? She did that? That was extremely damaging, and still is extremely damaging. Even after today, we heard the recording, and I was screen recording. We heard the recording, and what I have been saying the entire time was a fact. It was a fact. Because what I've been saying from the very beginning is it had nothing to do with her children. Nothing. I don't know them. I don't know her kids. I've never even I'm not even familiar with her content to know their characters and personalities. I don't know them at all. So why would I ever come out my mouth and say something like that? And that was my point from jump. And again, had it been on some grown woman shit instead of, I'm going to be honest, what I think it was, which was just a attack and I'm bored, let's start some shit up. Had it been some grown woman mother shit, look, you said this and it just didn't sound right to me. Is this what you meant? Because this is how I took it, bro. We could have had a conversation and it would have been done. But that's not what the person wanted. And you can tell that's not what the person wanted because the person literally just said, I don't care. I'm going to keep going till I'm bored with it. But you're 40 plus, happy, successful, and abundant and at peace. There's no conversation to be had with somebody like this. And you done convinced everybody that I said your sons was predatory just for the recording to finally come out. And like I've been saying this entire time, I said nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort. And that's been my point from jump. Now about perception and about what you I can't do anything about somebody else's perception. And I'm not going to argue with nobody about their perception. Because just like with me and just like with all the rest of us, perception has so much nuance and so many factors that go into it. So I'm not going to sit here and argue about what you perceived. If that's what you heard, fine. But that's not what I said. And what we have been arguing this entire time is, did I say it or did I not? Not is that what you perceived, but is that what I said? That's what we've been arguing. Not that we perceive or did we interpret that she put a jacket on her kids, but she put a jacket on her kids. That's what I've been battling against, not a perception. The perception part came about today. Once we played the recording back and we heard that I have not been lying. That's when we started to say the word perception and insinuated. Even in that live, that word was not said until the recording was played and we all heard on the live that I had said no such thing. Therapist, if you still here, am I lying? Am I remembering correctly? Because I don't even remember the word coming up in that live until we heard the recording. You said I speak enough. Baby, this is my live. Are you dumb? If you don't want to hear me speak, leave. I've admitted my wrong several times. If you weren't around to hear it, that's on you. And I hope you didn't think you was requesting up to try to check me. See, that's your problem. No, you ain't gonna leave when you get ready. You're gonna leave right the fuck now. Bye. Next. Oh, okay, thank you, therapist. I knew I wasn't tripping. So even in that live, the word insinuation or interpreted or any word, anything of that kind, anything of that nature, any synonym, none of that was even said until the recording was played. Because what was said originally, to my recollection, is, well, why won't you believe that girl put a jacket on those kids? Not, why don't you believe that we believe she put a jacket on those children? So even in that very live, it wasn't until we heard and played the truth that even came about. And I repeat again, what about the damage it did to me? For people to think, damn, Trina, what? Trina did that? 3 black boys? What about that damage? Because I'm going to say again, it never happened. And now, for everybody, because one thing I can say is therapist has held steady this entire time and said, well, I've not heard anything, but Trina said she didn't say it. And the only reason why I'm going with that is because I didn't ask her at first. But she hadn't heard anything. She hadn't heard any live or any recording or anything like that. At least to my knowledge, before today. And we listened very intently. Nobody came off mute. Nobody interrupted when she was playing the recording. We were all listening. And she played a good few minutes of it. And like I said, one thing I know about me is that I know I get mad and sometimes I will just run off at the mouth. And I might forget some shit that I said in a moment of shade or in a moment of being disrespectful. So I also wanted to hear it because it's very much so possible that I was being shady or I was, being indirect because I was pissed. And I would have apologized for it. But once the recording played, come to find out what I've been saying is the truth. I made it clear from jump that it ain't got nothing to do with you or your boys. It's got everything to do with what me and mine been through. That's what I'm saying is, like, I just be talking sometime. When I'm pissed, I'll just listen. It really don't be too much thought behind it. So I'm like, shit, you know what? Let me listen. Y'all got the recording? Let me listen and see. Did I say something shady? Did I insinuate that? Because I know I know my morals. And I know that I wouldn't do that, but shit, I'd be getting mad. You feel me? So let me keep an open mind and an open ear and listen up. But like I said, for my sanity and for my mental health and for my peace, not no diddy, no don't. I'm not, the boundary has been set. There's no conversation to be had. Because I know you lying. Talk about no diddy, no. I know you lying. The boundary has been set. Like, I'm done. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions. Like, that's cool. I don't mind that. But you ain't about to try to check me because of your opinion. That's number one. I done already laid down the boundary that I'm done talking about it. I'm not explaining nothing to nobody about those 2 women. And I mean that wholeheartedly. And as far as anything to do about a donation, if you ain't sent me $1, keep your motherfucking holler, because I don't give a damn. Keep it. If you have sent me a donation, bring the receipt, and then you can ask your question. What do you want to know? And I just proved that. But the person who sent me the $1 didn't even have a question. She just wanted to talk shit. So, there's that. And I was going to be real petty and put a minimum donation amount, but I ain't even going to do that. Even if you send me $1, I'll answer your question. But just know I'm only answering you about your donation. So if you sent me $1, your ass better not ask me about no more than 4 quarters, and I mean it. Don't ask me about a cent, a penny over. Don't ask me about $1.05 or $1.50. Ask me about your 4 quarters, and that is it. Because that's all you should be concerned about. So if you can't bring a receipt to show that you have actually donated, and you're not just somebody trying to get a quick moment of attention from the TikTok fam and community, then you get nothing from me. If you can show me your donation receipt, again, you can ask me whatever you want to ask me about your donation. Outside of that, I'm done with it. I'm moving on. Y'all sitting up here trying to get everybody else to evaluate themselves. How about y'all evaluate yourselves? How about you ask yourself, why the hell am I sitting here trying to clock where the hell somebody else's money went? What is wrong with me? Why would I want that information? How could it possibly help me? Do I think it'll help me to know that? And if I do think that, why the fuck do I think that? And if I don't think that, then why would I even want to know? Why am I bothering these people about this situation? Because I know it ain't going to do nothing for me. Them the type of questions that need to be being asked instead of worrying about what the hell happened to somebody else's money. You need to be asking yourself about the things that you do and the choices that you make and why you do them. I had a whole live not too long ago asking people why they do the things they do, and you can't answer it. So instead of trying to clock the next person, why don't you sit with your damn self and ask yourself, why do I do the shit that I do? Why do I say what I say? If somebody was to come to me right now and say my life will end if I can't give them an answer as to why I said blank, would you be able to? No, because you don't know why you said it. You only said it because 20 other people in the live said it and you thought it was funny and you wanted to be funny too. You don't know why you're saying it. Halftime, y'all don't even be knowing what's going on. Don't know nobody involved. You just going along with whatever the chat talking about. Shit. And then want somebody to take y'all seriously. Man, dude, come on, man. I'm not about to take you seriously, man. Are you nuts? Hell, you don't even take you seriously. What the fuck? Fuck is I'm gonna do it for? Shit. You don't even trust your thoughts and opinions. That's why you following everybody else's thoughts and opinions, because you don't trust your own. So why the hell you expect me to? Come on now. Maybe you should refund them people back their money since you don't need it. You see, here's a prime example. The literacy skills on this app are also lacking, extremely lacking. Did I say that? I clearly need it. So why would I have said that, right? Common sense. You clearly don't have it. Like, come on now. I ain't gonna keep being too diplomatic now. Somebody better be getting cussed out soon here. Let's get it together. Let's get it together. Hold on, Steve. Hold on. I'm in mute. You got it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the coffee.
Right. What's your point? Don't try to deflect with a little joke. Let's get back to the narrative that you made up. Let me see. What's the light in here? Yep. One thing about being in the hood, baby, is niggas will figure some shit out, boy. Niggas will figure some shit out. Hold on, y'all. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay, Nak, what is your purpose, honey? Like, what do you want? Because you're just being bothersome. You saying just irrelevant crap that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You talking about, give the people the money back because you don't need it. Like, what is it that I can do for you, babe? What do you need? Definitely need prayers. I need them too, but y'all be needing them too. And that's what I'm saying. When do we start to ask ourselves the questions that really matter? Cut that light off. When do we start to ask ourselves the questions that really matter? You don't know me from a can of paint. You say your bills are paid. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hold another live. Another think live, right? I held it once. And I don't think I stayed on long enough. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna hold it live about how do happy and successful people behave. Because the phrase misery loves company comes to mind when I think of so many of y'all. And it's a little bit sad. Because I don't like company with my misery. I like to figure my shit out and then pop back out with people. Why don't we start asking ourselves, what is it that makes me go around just harassing strangers, thinking I'm entitled to their business when nobody asks me, nobody ever cares for my opinion or cares what I have to say, yet I'm always inserting myself. See, the one thing that y'all hate about me, especially the people who have this weird parasocial disdain for me, y'all hate the fact that there are people who do enjoy my insight. They enjoy my perspective. They enjoy my opinions on this app. Y'all hate that, right? Because then I think it makes y'all realize even more that your parasocial disdain is irrelevant, because there's still real people out there that are going to be attracted to things like intellect, knowing how to articulate your point, not being a group thinker. There's people who are still going to be drawn to that, right? People supposed to be paying bills if they can't house at a flex. People just say anything. Hey, listen, it's a blessing. It definitely is. It's supposed to be a little dig, right? It's supposed to be like, oh yeah, why would I be mad? My bills are paid. But then it's like, that's my whole point. Like, no, really ask yourself that. Because why would you be? Why are you here harassing a stranger about things you really don't know about? If your bills are paid and you're at peace and you're comfortable and you're happy and you're good, why are you? I think these are valid questions that would need to be asked. Oh, are you leaving? Okay, bye, Nak. See you later. Bye. And I'm being so serious. Like, ask yourself that. I say that my bills are paid and I'm happy and I got all this stuff going on for me. I say that. Hey, Jazz. But then I sit on the internet and just harass people and talk shit all day. Nak, why are you still here? Here, let me help you, because you said bye. Let me help you. I don't know why you were still talking. I could tell y'all be missing y'all flights. Once you announce your departure, you're supposed to head on out. Oh. What she thought was going to happen was she was just going to have my location indefinitely. Drive down and pop out on me from a bush or something. And see, that's another thing. It's just like I don't play games. I don't play the games that y'all play anyway. It be different. Y'all play different type of games. They don't be the type I'm interested in. Especially, like, I ain't gonna hold you. I was so disappointed in myself when I got off that live, because I have been telling myself, and my period started, so it kind of made a sense. I know, Brandy. It's like, I can't do nothing about it at this point. They gonna talk about me regardless. But when I had realized that my period came on, it made sense why I blew up the way I did so quickly. But I was disappointed in myself for even giving out my location, because it was like, at the end of the day, bro, it really ain't that deep. It really ain't. And I got a kid at the end of the day. Hold on. You see these pockets? I got a daughter at the end of the day that...
Keys right here.
No, I don't need the keys. That need me. That needs me to be free. You feel me? What ex-mod? Showing receipts on what hotel? I don't know. I hope they're not making it seem like it's a recent receipt. Because it's definitely not. No, that's a fact. And not even everybody, though. What I need to do is just exercise my discernment and pay attention. Because there's certain people... Nish. I'll give Nish for a good example. Nish been rocking with me for at least 2 years now on this app. She just now got my number. She's never tried to overstep or push. Same with Raina. Never tried to overstep or push. I can say the same for therapists. You know, we had a misunderstanding or whatever, but we was able to converse. And I was able to, it was up to me basically to say, oh, I've requested help from therapists. She never came to the internet, oh yeah, when she wasn't really rocking with me. And it wasn't even that, like, it wasn't even no beef between us for real. We had a slight misunderstanding. You know, I did not follow her. She did not follow me. I unmodded her, true enough, but, like, we didn't fall out type shit. So it wasn't even no beef. But it was a little misunderstanding. But I don't feel like I gotta stop talking to everybody. I just feel like I gotta just have better discernment and shit, stand on my boundaries. Because that's a big problem I have. I don't be standing on my boundaries. I'll say, I'm not gonna tolerate this, or I'm done doing this, and then I'll turn right back around and do it because I got a soft spot for the person. And to be honest with you, that's why I'm zero tolerance with all these new bitches. Because some of y'all is new, but everybody ain't new. And for the ones who know, you know. I done been through the ringer with a couple people on this app, bro. And I'm talking about real life hurt feelings, crying, having a motherfucking panic attack over motherfuckers I ain't never even met before. Because, again, I'm not like y'all. First off, I'm neurodivergent. I have a cluster B personality disorder. I have ADHD and I have anxiety. So I don't do all the, frenemies and 1 foot in, 1 foot out and playing the fence. Like, I just don't do that type of stuff. It literally ain't in my brain to do. I don't even really, like, I get it, I can conceptualize it, but it don't make sense in my head to me to even behave in them type of ways. So I don't be getting it. So the couple of times where I've gone through shit on this app, and like I said, the other people was good. I'm the one on live having a fucking panic attack. I'm the one on live screaming and hollering and crying. Feelings hurt.
Attention messy TikTokers. Please follow on Rumble for more messy TikTok news. YouTube will remove this page for community guideline violations after one more strike. The link is in the description.